Hello guys, welcome back to another video. I know your time is valuable, so it's mine, so let's get right to it. So this is a Bitcoin chart. As you have been following me, we're heading towards this pitchfork. There's no doubt we're gonna reach it. 99% I would say we're gonna reach this target at least as we have moved up. So something to pay attention to now here on Bitcoin. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green days in a row, as I was discussing in my previous videos. So it's very normal we're gonna get a few red days here. We have to pay attention. We're not through the woods yet because we still have this high here we have to take out. So we're technically still in the fourth wave. So the fourth wave starts from here. The second wave, here's 1, 2. Right now this is a major fourth wave, and now we're going for the fifth wave. Technically we already started the fifth wave, but the real fifth wave starts when we break these highs. And that's when we're going to get the impulsive move up to 70k. But right now it's just something to pay attention to here on Bitcoin, and be careful for slight pullbacks. On the shorter time frame, I have this as a 1, 2. We're now in the some kind of making third wave. I don't think this is the third wave yet. I do think the third wave will be above these highs, and then we're gonna get up a bigger pullback, and then we're gonna continue higher. So right now, just to pay attention to consolidation, we might do something like this, come a bit lower. Before then we build up another leg so we can go higher on Bitcoin. I'm looking for longs on Bitcoin as well, but it's better to look for entries in altcoins. So let's get into Ethereum. We had this resistance zone here that you know I've been talking about in many of my videos. We had a reaction and then we broke above it. So my opinion, Ethereum is also super bullish now here on the daily. Let me just, I think it was the modify shift and then the log scale. Sorry, the shift one. So this is the target I'm having for Ethereum. We're gonna climb up here towards 49, 5k depending when we reach it. Ethereum also very bullish. We have no real resistance here on the left side. So as soon as we take out these highs, we're gonna start rallying very, very quickly. I have a small pitchfork here on Ethereum that is important to pay attention to, from these lows here to this high and here. So you can see that we have right now, we're at the resistance on Ethereum. Let's just hide the volume as well so we can see more clear. So we're now having some small resistance here on Ethereum, but then we have the modify shifts. I do believe Ethereum is very quickly going to reach this target. So here we might have another resistance, and then we're probably going to go up to this target, the original as well. So this is something to pay attention to on Ethereum. If you're looking to enter on Ethereum, I would look from this low here. This looks like a big low we have until this high here. I'm not saying Ethereum is going to go this low, but if it comes this low, here is an excellent way to enter. And when you see these demand zones, a lot of influencers or other analysts, they have them as very, how should I say, not so accurate. So they expect price to do something like this and then like this. But the way I use my demand zones is I don't want them to break. So when I draw them, you can very easily know where to put your stop loss. So in my opinion, this could be an excellent trade. Stop loss just right under the demand zone. If Ethereum comes down here, you can ride it up to the first target. Here's a 9-to-1 trade. And then if it's the low here, which I believe, you can just keep the rest until go to the median line. So here will be a 56-to-1 trade. I know people think that's crazy to 56x your money in one trade, but I will show you it is possible. Here in the VIP Discord, this is one of my biggest trades this year. I posted this January 19th. I told people to enter TAO at around 228 with a very tight stop loss at 214. You can see here later on I changed my target. My target was first at 400, but when we started taking off, I changed it to 660. You can see here, this is where we entered down here, and you can see how TAO has been playing out perfectly. I'm still waiting for the 660 target, so this trade will be around, I think, 40 or 36-to-1. So it's very easy to catch these trades if you know what you are doing. So if you're interested to join the VIP Discord, just send me a message on Discord. Link is down below. Something else I want to quickly cover is the altcoin market cap. This is the total market cap of all altcoins combined. Something I've been talking for a very long time, that we have bottomed here on the 31. As soon as we got this wick here, already here I said alt season is about to start. So right now we're similar like on Bitcoin. We're making some kind of 1, 2, 3, 4 going up for the fifth wave. So this is something to pay attention to. I do believe the fifth wave is going to start very soon. We have no resistance here on the left side, so it's going to go very, very quickly higher. This means that alt season is about to start. Then I want to cover quickly Solana, that everybody likes. So Solana is a very interesting pattern. We have this final target at around 290. My first target is around 250, so here's going to be a major resistance. If we zoom in here on the 4 hour, I have this pitchfork here that go way back. I want to show you where I draw it from. I draw this smaller pitchfork, if we can hide this, from the complete low of the at $8 where we started this whole bull run. So now we have this major one wave, second wave, third wave, fourth wave, and right now we're hitting resistance on this pitchfork for a second time. The first time, you can see, if I just readjust it here, you can see we got a bounce or a drop exactly when we reach the median line. So this is very typical behavior for these median lines. Algorithms are dumping. So right now we're again at the same median line. Usually the second touch is when we break the resistance. So I do expect something like this on Solana to have a small drop, I'm hoping, before we go higher. And this is actually for the VIPs. I will share this trade, but since you're watching, I will share it with you as well. So it's your lucky day. I'm gonna show you the best trade here. Very good setup. So right now I draw from the second smaller time frame here. We have a small second wave. I do believe this kind of third wave, if Solana drops the 105, here will be a very, very, very good entry, and then we're gonna go higher. It correlates here with a nice supply zone here. So in my opinion, I'm gonna enter very heavy. If I'm not saying Solana has to go there, but if you get there, it's gonna be excellent. Also, if you go away from the log scale, the same pitchfork will act as support. So if we come down here, I'm gonna personally enter with huge leverage, huge position. Remember, this is not financial advice, it's just what I'm gonna do. Stop loss right under here, and then I'm gonna aim for the highs. Of course, I'm gonna take profits on the way. First profit is gonna be around 155, so he's already a 24 to 1, and then my second profit target is gonna be at 260. I believe is gonna be the top for Solana, which is gonna be around 260. So here's a 76 to 1. Of course, these trades can take months to play out, but it's worth it if you're gonna get a 76 to 1 risk to reward. This is just my type of trading style. I know it's gonna sound crazy to many, but this is what I'm teaching in the VIP Discord. So if you want to take trades like this, just join the Discord, link down below. Something else people have been asking me to cover is Kaspa. Let's see here on the daily. We had this on the log scale, perfect fourth wave. I can't stress this enough how important this fib level is. You can see here, you could easily have bought here. You have two chances to buy at exactly the low here before then we're going up for the fifth wave. So I also use this fib level for target, the minus 0.236, also a very important fib level. I don't take trades from this fib level, but I do take profits from it. So we might go through this, but we're probably gonna see a reaction because algorithms are dumping. So right now I'm holding Kaspa. It looks very bullish to me. So my minimum target is around 0.22. So this is another 60%. So if you're not in this, it's a good coin to hold spot for longer term. So you can just market buy here. Of course, we have many green daily candles in a row. So do expect maybe a pullback before we go higher. But otherwise, it looks very, very good and ready for takeoff, since we have had this almost a whole month. Fourth wave sideways correction, very typical for fourth waves, because fourth waves work like this. Usually you have a second wave that is quite deep, then you have an impulsive third wave. Then the fourth wave is usually the most difficult one to trade, goes sideways, building up momentum before then you get the impulsive fifth wave. And this is exactly what we're having here on Kasa, playing out perfectly. So this is something to pay attention to. People asking me how to trade this with leverage. That's more difficult, since the way you wanted to enter was down here. This is where you want to enter. Right now it's difficult to enter with leverage because it can drop. Nothing goes straight up. It can drop here and shake a lot of people out. But you could look for some small pullback to the 0.31 as well. This can be a more risky trade, but if we go here, it could be a good entry. I don't think it's going to go that low. So let's get to the next altcoin. Somebody, about TAO wanted to cover. So here on TAO, I have this from the middle of the first wave. So from the first to the second wave, you can see here we have acted as resistance here on TAO. So this is already for the third time. So here on the daily, you can see one touch, second touch, third touch. I'm still holding my long position. I'm super bullish TAO. I think TAO is going to be one of the top 10 cryptos market cap wise. So I do believe it's going to go higher. My profit is here at 660. Already I'm up around 30 to 1, and I think it's going to be a total of 31 to 1. Yeah, 31x my money on this one trade. As you can see, we got in here on the 4-hour time frame. We got right here in on the wick. I'm gonna show you how I managed to get in. I do believe I drew it from this wave here to here, and then, or I think it was this pivot here. So if you draw this pitchfork here on the shift, and then you go away from the log scale, so here down here you go to the normal scale, you can see here how we have the perfect wick. Everybody that's in the VIP Discord, I posted the trade here to get in, and since then it has just taken off. So this is actually how you get rich in crypto. You don't need to be one of the first one that buys down here at 62. I made more money from this trade than many people that buying spot down here, because I enter here with leverage and risk management, and I'm gonna make huge amount of profits just from this one trade. So let's go to the next one. The next one people have been asking me is ICP, something I like as well, but it has been going a lot of sideways here. So as I said earlier about the fourth wave is usually the one that goes most sideways. So I have this small 1-2 here. We got a big wick down here to the third wave. Fourth wave, you can see here twice, one here and twice here. We got a wick through. This is also very normal for cryptos to make these huge wicks on the daily. Everybody gets scared thinking it's gonna drop more, and that's when price takes off. And you can see here we had a perfect demand zone also that it bounced from. So we have both the demand zone and the 0.31. So here we have an excellent entry. So right now I do believe it's gonna slowly grind higher. So we have some kind of still fourth wave action before we're gonna take off and go parabolic. So my final target is at around 23 for ICP. So I do believe it's gonna be a good entry. People asking me how to trade this. Well, if you go here on the 2-hour, you can see here from the lows to these highs, we're almost at the 0.31. If we go away from the log scale, we have almost touched it. So here could be a good entry. If we come down here, you can enter here. I would have a bigger stop here. So for example, if I were to take this trade, I would enter here, having the stop under these lows here, just to be safe. And then of course the target is at around 23. So something like this I would take on ICP. I'm super bullish, but it has been lagging behind the other altcoins, so it's just something to pay attention to. So yeah, otherwise I do expect ICP to take off, because if we look at the ICP BTC Bitcoin chart right here, you can see I have this similar pitchfork. So we have bottomed here at this median line, and I do expect we're gonna go higher. We might get one more push down again to the median line, do something like this. But this is going to mean that ICP is going to outperform Bitcoin. So as long as Bitcoin stays sideways or goes higher, ICP will do the same, but at a much bigger wave, let's say. Then I want to cover is, people have been asking me to cover, I think it was a DOT. So let's go with Polkadot next. This is also a crypto I like a lot. We had this huge impulsive move. Right now we had this kind of correction sideways. So we had like huge impulsive correcting sideways, making some kind of a, how should I call, triangle downwards, and then I do believe we're gonna take off. So this is the pattern I'm seeing on DOT right now. We also have very little resistance up here. So if you go on the 4-hour, here would be a very good area to enter from these lows here to the high. So you can see we have the 0.31 coming up, and it aligns also nice with a demand zone. So I would buy anything from 7.9 all the way down to 6.9. Very good place to enter. If we go lower, just use this low here to buy here as well. I don't think it's going to go this low, but if we go to 6.8, it can be an excellent area to bounce. But with crypto looking so bullish right now, I would start buying already here before we go higher. I really like Polkadot. It's a good crypto to hold in my opinion. Then people were asking me to cover ACE. ACE is relatively new crypto. There's not a lot of data here. I have this pitchfork from this low here to these highs again. So I do believe ACE is going to slowly grind its way up to this median line at least. I'm going to be honest, I don't like this sideways price action here and here. While everything has been going higher, this has been going sideways and even had a dump. So personally, this is not a crypto I would hold or even trade. This could be a lucky one, I guess, if you buy here and it starts taking off later, because it's relatively cheap. If you take out the all-time highs, it would be another 100% gain. But personally, this is not something I'm interested in to trade. If you really want to get in, I would look from these highs here to here, and then here to this high here, and then I use the shift pitchfork. So you could look for an entry similar like I took on TAO, something like this, before we go higher, if you're lucky. I don't know if this is gonna happen, but this is one. If I had to trade this, this is how I would trade ACE. Then somebody asked me to cover Super. So these are very interesting crypto. Low volume though, but it's very interesting. So I took from these lows down here, the Pitchfork, to the absolute highs, and then here again. So you can see how well it has been respecting this Pitchfork. We did not reach the median line here. What does this mean? This means the algorithms did not get out here. They could not exit their position. But the algorithms don't like to lose, so they keep pushing the price up. And you can see here how this outside line of the Pitchfork acted as perfect support. So this means for me, this, in my opinion, this is a 99% chance we're gonna go to this median line at least. So with very high probability, you can make easily 42% of your money. So you can just buy and hold now. I wouldn't enter here with leverage since it's already so overextended, but I'm very confident Super is gonna reach this median line at least. Then you could try to project with Fibonacci tools. So let's see if we go here on the, yeah, this is not really accurate. If we go here on the log scale, we never came back to the 0.31, so I can't really use this as a target. I would only go up from this Pitchfork and use this as a target. So the next target could be here on the modify shift if you go up here, but in my opinion it looks too steep and too far away. I don't think we're gonna get that high, but at least on the shift Pitchfork we're gonna reach it 100%, or let's say 99%. Then the last one I want to cover, I think somebody asked me to cover TAO coin. Actually I think covered this in my previous videos. Here we have a small support level, another support level down here. This is not something I'm interested to hold. I don't like this coin. It makes these big pumps, but then it dumps again. So if we come up here to around this resistance level, I'll be looking to get out if you're holding this coin. You could also do something like this from this low to here. Try to project price upwards. I don't think we're gonna go higher than the modify shift target. So something like this I'm having outlook for. The last coin I'm gonna cover is XRP. A lot of people have been asking me for XRP. This is not something I hold myself. In my previous videos, I was talking about this demand zone here. We got here, you can see how we have bounced perfectly from it. So I do expect XRP can go higher to this huge Pitchfork that we have. It dates back to 2020. Here on the daily time frame, you can see how price has been respecting. So I do think if XRP is gonna take off, we can likely go to these highs, which would be another 100, almost 200%. But in my opinion, it's not worth holding because it can take years before we go there, and you also have to calculate opportunity cost. So even if you do make the gains, there's so many other cryptos that can outperform in a shorter period of time. So this is my overall outlook. Eyes on BTC, of course. It looks very, very bullish. Just we have to be careful that we still haven't taken out these highs here, and we're still under the shift Pitchfork. So you can see how the shift Pitchfork here got a huge dump. So we still need to take out this level, probably gonna act as support before then we'll go higher. But keep in mind there are a lot of leverage longs already in Bitcoin, so we might see a drop here. Don't get spooked out because it is gonna go higher longer term. Just be careful if Bitcoin would do something. Be ready if Bitcoin would do something like this. Otherwise, please leave a like. I put a lot of effort to posting daily, so I really appreciate if you could like the video. If you want to join my Discord for the VIP group chat, we share ideas there. I share all my trades. I have a lot of educational material. Just click the link down below. Otherwise, I see you tomorrow again. No, read what I wrote. I'm a bestseller. Yeah, reach for my goals, hit it dead center.